Hello VC, this is Mark Reader again for my second video. I apologize now if there's an excessive amount of coughing. Our entire home is currently infected by some sort of bronchial sort of bug. It's not going very well for us. The wife and I are currently doing temporary jobs at the local oil refinery, so we're both pretty tired. She's getting about 5 hours of sleep a night. I'm barely getting 3. I'm really tired, but I really wanted to do a video real quick because I've been talking about doing one for a while. The music, if you can hear it in the background, is Lewis and Clark. Live on WPRB. I haven't really had much time to listen to and enjoy music this week, which I think is really starting to take a toll on me mentally. You know, if you can allow yourself to escape every once in a while, you kind of get caught up in your own mind, and it's really kind of very detrimental to your health, both mental and physical. But I'd rather have music than sleep, so that's why I wanted to stay up a little late tonight and listen to some music since I'm off work. I just want to go over a couple of things I found this week. Well, since the last video, really. First of all, I went to a store about 45 minutes away where I used to do a lot of my digging. It's where I got the 4 John Luke Pawnee LPs that I have before. I couldn't find anything there except this this Johnny Cash record. I've been wanting some Johnny Cash. I don't care what, any of it. It's all good. He just has a real presence about him that, you know, a very dominant sort of personality musically that I'm really into, and this has got some really good stuff on it. I haven't really had time to focus on it yet, but it's on my list of things to enjoy. Other than that, there wasn't much in the store. It was a lot of interesting things that if I really wanted to spend money on gaggy, sort of cheesy stuff, I could have, but I wanted some serious music. And I couldn't find anything. I dug through everything, and finally stumbled upon the jazz section of the store, and that's where they were hiding the John Luke Pawnee records. They had a lot of John Luke Pawnee, and they always used to when I was there. But this is one of the John Luke Pawnees I picked up. I have not listened to this yet, and being a somewhat fairly regular John Luke Pawnee fan, I know his stuff from the 80s really kind of, it's really kind of, I don't know, it took an interesting turn where it sounds like semi-cheesy and semi-realistic, but it always has that great escapism sort of vibe to it. I do like the cover of this. I really do. I think the cover is really cool. That's why I was glad I saw it. I saw someone post it a couple weeks ago, and I really started digging on the cover, so I'm glad to have this one. I really can't wait to dig in on it. Next up is the Cosmic Messenger. This is actually sealed, still sealed. When I bought it, they had a copy that was unsealed that I didn't get. I almost bought both, just in case this one didn't work out, but it hadn't been shuffled around too much, so there was minimal scuffing on the vinyl. And I was really hoping for that nice, fresh, clean wax smell, and all I got was an absurd amount of incense smell, because there's a lot of incense burning. It's an old heads shop turned into a record store near us, so they still smell like incense. They'll probably smell like incense for years, but it's nice to, I can pick one of these up and smell it, and go back in time a little bit to where I used to spend a lot of time there anyway. Um, yeah, that one's the Cosmic Messenger is kind of, really borderline cheesy fusion, but there might still be some gems on there. I haven't dug into it yet. Now this one, on the other hand, I listened to 3 times the first time I put it on. This thing is really, really good. It's just, it's really solid. There's a lot of good grooves on it. I think this is really, I really enjoyed it, and I would like to listen to it a lot more, and I probably will once I can wind down and stop working 2 jobs for a while. The last one was almost not. The last record almost didn't happen. And this is the story I was talking about when I posted this the other day that I had finally gotten into the mail. Another record store, not the head shop, but this one I used to go to all the time and buy CDs. I never bought vinyl there because he didn't really have a lot of stuff, but since vinyl has been on the comeback, he's started to launch in on it. Just a taste of how kind of weird the store is. He had the store in, the head shop store had those latest Beatles reissues for like $22 sealed. You go to this other place that I went to in a different town, and he's selling them for $40 to $45 sealed. So it just kind of makes you think, I kind of would rather buy it from someone that has the soul than someone that's wanting to make money, but that's just me. But I went there looking for this, and I had called him 3 days ahead, and I said, I'm coming down to pick this up. He said, okay, I'll put it back for you. Well, I went down there 3 days after I called him and said, all right, I'm here. I went and looked around, looked at some other records, almost brought home some stuff I'd been eyeballing for a long time, and I had them in my hands, and I walked up to the counter and I said, I'll take my copy of In Rainbows now. And he's like, well, okay, hang on. So I went to get it, and he came back with empty-handed. I thought, is this some kind of joke? He's like, well, I had it put back for you, but I don't know where it is. I said, okay. So then one of the guys that works for him, he's like, what are you looking for? He's like, well, I had a record. I had some records back there, and this had his name on it. And he's like, oh, some guy came by the other day and said that you were putting records back for him, and he bought them. He paid for them, and I'm like, my heart just sunk. I'm like, holy shit, I've been waiting so long to listen to In Rainbows on vinyl, and I now still have to wait longer. And he ended up chewing the employee out in front of me, and it was kind of entertaining in a sort of self-satisfying way, but I was utterly defeated, so I just went and put all my records back. I was going to buy that Nirvana Bleach reissue. There was what else was it? There was some Radiohead 12-inch singles, like remix albums that I was going to buy, and I couldn't bring it home in Rainbow, so I didn't. And he's like, well, let me order it for you. I said, all right. This was on a Saturday. I said, when will it be in? He said, well, if we order it, I'll order it Monday, and it'll be in by Wednesday. I said, well, I don't know when I'm going to come down. Can you just send it to me? He's like, yeah, I'll send it to you. So I gave him money for the record and a little bit extra for shipping, and I thought, well, it'll be here by Friday. And I waited and I waited, checked my mailbox Friday, nothing, checked it Saturday, nothing. I said, well, if it's not here Monday, I'm going to call him. Didn't show up Monday, and I called him. I said, I still don't have a record yet. He's like, well, yeah, it hasn't come in yet. Well, you said it was going to be in Wednesday, and I'm really looking forward to it. I really want to hear this record. Well, yeah, it'll be in a little bit. I'm sure. And then, so I thought, okay, well, it's not in yet. So I called him a few days later, hoping it was going to be in, and still wasn't in, and then he tells me that he didn't order it. And I thought, oh, dude, this guy's gonna snake me for some money. So I was upset, and I said, look, just send me my money back. I said, send me a check or a money order. You have my address, send me my money back. I'll order it off Amazon like I should have done in the first place. Oh, I'm real sorry. And then I go out to pick my son up off the bus like 4 days later, and he actually ordered it for me and rush shipped it to his storage so he could send it to me. And I was really excited until I opened it, and I split the seal. Well, the seal was already half split, and you can see why, because there's a nice little seam split there. There's a nice little one here on the other side. The bottom's kind of, yeah. And then the outside jacket is, the spine's good, and the tops are pretty decent, but the vinyl is, it's absurd. You can see there's a little nick on the label there on side A, on side 1. It is warped. It definitely has a little wobble to it when I play it. Really kind of disappointed, but I think he knew that it had been sitting in storage for a while, so he also threw in a little $10 gift certificate that I am planning on using, not for myself, but I want to send a little VCLT off to someone. And I'm going to go do that here in a few days. Hopefully I can get down there and get a decent record for somebody for cheap and send it to them. So that person already knows, they already know who it is, but they don't know what they're getting. But anyway, that's the story, and it's nice to hear it on vinyl, but it's really kind of disappointing that I have a clean copy, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I don't play the hell out of it. Anyway, I think that's about it for this one. I'm going to re-listen to it and see if I can actually hear myself talking over the music. If not, I'll have to shoot another one. And I'll probably edit this out. Or maybe I won't. Might as well keep it real, right? Alright, VC, thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Enjoy.